So going over the amortization table, the whole idea is to understand the account that's called the discount balance, or this could be premium balance, and then how do we accrete the value of the bond from cost, and then cash interest versus effective interest. And we're going to go over and do this whole table in Excel, and I'm going to give you the Excel file as well on Canvas. And I encourage you to build this Excel file from scratch and also work with the discount and the premium to practice these accounts and understand the journal entries. That is really our goal, is to understand the journal entries. So this is the amortization table that we just discussed. And first of all, what is the discount balance? It starts as our 33,367. How do we get that? It is going to be the let's see here. It's coming from the face amount minus the present value of the bond. So this is literally what is going on between a discount on what you debited initially as the bond investment versus the present value of the bonds, which is the fair market value of the bonds. And why are you even doing a discount? It's because you are recognizing there's a difference between the cash interest and the effective interest, and that difference is actually the over the life of the bond equals to the discount balance. So we're going to go over that, and that's going to become apparent in the annual amortization of discount, which is the difference between column B and column C, right? So this one is the difference. Okay, so then the amortized cost to begin with. The amortized cost to begin with is going to be this number here, the present value of the bonds, because that's the present value of the future cash flows. Then what happens in year one? We calculate the interest, which is going to be for the first 6 months, it's going to be 700,000 times 0.06, I believe. Okay, and that, since that stays fixed, what I would do is put in the dollar signs around the B here so that we can drag that down for us. That comes all the way down. What is the effective interest rate? This one is going to be always the carrying amount, which is the present value. This is the carrying amount, which is the present value of future cash flows. It's called carrying amount. And this is going to be times the effective rate of semi-annual interest. It would be 14 annually, 7% semi-annually. And that's how we show it here. And so this is actually what the interest revenue would be. Okay. And we can drag this as well. For now, let's leave it B. The difference is going to be this. And then we're going to reduce the discount balance because we have recognized this much of the discount's revenue in this year. In other words, the discount has become smaller, the bond's carrying value has become slightly higher. Okay, and that way we recognize that interest. So let's see what the entry is like. They show it here. Okay, right here. So cash, discount on bond, and interest revenue. So what happens is the entry is the cash is what we receive, right? Discount on bond is something that we debit, and interest revenue is what we credit. So this is the true revenue is 46,664, comes from here, right? The cash received comes from here. The discount on bond amortized is here. So basically now you can see that this discount is actually the difference, makes up the difference between what is the true revenue and the cash received, because if you go back to why is that even going on, because the investor bought at 666,633, they're getting 42 now. Since they're getting repaid 700,000 in the future, basically they're getting this boost of the difference. They're getting this 33,367 over the life of the loan, which turns out to be for the first year 4664. But we can keep going here so we could see the whole table. And what's going to happen is that is going to continue to be times 7% here. The effective interest rate is going to be 7%, I believe. Okay, and then we continue this formula as well. Discount balance is going to continue, and this is going to continue. Okay, so then maybe we can drag this whole thing so you could see how it turns out. Let's see if this is correct. When we go back to this, 47,714, 48,114, 48,555, 48,544 is the last one, I believe. And this one is because it's rounded, right? And then what happens is the discount amortizes to 0, right? And this is where it ends. Here we don't have the 6/30, 2021. 6/30, 2021 is the last one already. Right. So basically what we see happen here is it ends up being at 700,000. Sometimes this is off a little bit due to rounding, but what we can see here is that this is really the last one, and we can just kind of delete this piece, okay, and we can sum this down, okay, to see if the whole discount has been amortized. And you can see 3365 versus this is a slight rounding probably because of the interest, but essentially what happens is we make this entry every year to get to the true value of the bond and record the proper interest.